Okay, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. This is part 24. Now, in the last part, we came to the Pitch Cliff, the town that we're in, and it was under attack by Glint Hawks, and then there was, a lure that some dude accidentally placed. He didn't know what it was, and all that kind of stuff, right? It was a bit of a problem. So he told us where he found the lure from, and we're gonna go figure out
Never know when I might need these.
that situation. So I will say, a little behind the scenes annoyance that just happened. I actually already recorded this part. I just finished recording this part, and so if you've been following along and paying attention, I'm recording this just with the PlayStation 4 features. And what ended up happening was you double tap to start recording, and you can record up to an hour, which is great. Except in order to stop the recording, you have to double tap it again. And I didn't do that. I single tapped on accident, which completely deleted the entire recording. Ow. So, all I have from it is my own audio, which does not make for good content in any way. So now I get to do it again. And I'm really bummed out about that because thankfully I had a manual save. I manual save after each part. So I had the exact spot that I needed to go back to. Ow. Ow again. Oh my god. Ow. Nonetheless, I'm very annoyed, and I'm doing this again. It was a very it's gonna be a very difficult part, and now I'm just hoping beyond hope, that I can recreate what I did in the last part, because it was not easy. And I Googled, and I found other people that had the exact same problems, and there's just nothing I can do to fix it, or get my recording file back, or anything like that. So we're just kind of screwed. You're not. I don't think it's going to change anything for you. But I'm definitely screwed. Into, again, just having to do this all over again. But I did it once, so I can do it again, for sure. I'm just slightly annoyed at PlayStation at the moment. I feel like it shouldn't be a thing that could even potentially happen, that you could record 54 minutes of video and then lose it all because you hit the button once instead of twice.
Back to your business.
You know. We'll live. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's first world problems. You know what I mean? Like, if that's the worst thing that happens to me today, I'm gonna go ahead and say I had a pretty damn good day, but it's still frustrating. So, we're looking for the workshop that this guy found that lure at. He said it was up here. He also said there was an avalanche and it's no longer accessible, but he seemed like the kind of guy that... Well, he said he makes a living, essentially, telling stories to rich people. So, you know.
Here's the Scrounger's campsite, so the workshop can't be far. If I can find a way around the avalanche.
Oh, I guess there was an avalanche. Or we just need to climb this. So I apologize if the commentary's less than stellar in this one. Again, there's a bit of frustration on my end. And in my defense, it's not like the commentary in this has ever been stellar in the first place. So, you know, that is something to consider as well. Oh, I guess this was the avalanche. Okay, there is 2 long legs here. Not the most difficult machines in the world to kill. However, they're still dangerous to a degree. Especially when they charge you like this one is. This other one's gonna charge. We're gonna go back. Okay. That knocked me down, but it didn't actually hurt me. Oh wow, he turned around real quick. One down. Now we can pump some arrows into the other one's chest. And he already got hurt a bit from the explosion from the other one. So he should go down a lot quicker. There we go. Now, over here, we have the Freeze Bellowback and a couple of Red Eye Watchers. We're going to take out the Watchers real quick.
Okay, Aloy, now what?
And since it's a Red Eye, it's got a lot more HP. If we're lucky, we'll be able to take it out before the other stuff. Yeah. Well, ow. Quit it. Okay, so unlike the Fire Bellowback, this guy is resistant to frost and pretty heavily resistant to ice. So we can't just use our ice sling on him, our frost bombs. But we blow his frost sack, either of them, he will be frozen. I feel like I almost fell off a cliff of some kind here. Also, we really don't want to be too close to him when we pop his frost sack here, because that will hurt us quite a bit. But now he's frozen. And we can just knock arrows into him real quick. He's done. That hit us, but We have plenty of health. Didn't hurt all that much. He is just giving me way more trouble than, there we go. And we'll restock up all our arrows. We got a Belloback heart. In complete fairness, we didn't get a Belloback heart last time. But now we have it.
If I find any and destroy them, the machine should leave.
That's absolutely not the case. I tried that last time through. And I destroyed the lures, and he just dive bombed me and killed me immediately afterwards. So what we're gonna do, I'll give him a scan. He has some blaze canisters, which we're all familiar with at this point. Those things on his wings, there's 3 on each wing, so there's 6 total. Destroying this component disables the dive melee attack. Not entirely. You have to. I think you have to destroy all 6 of them, and it's not super reliable. The freeze canister, if we shoot it with a freeze arrow, it'll trigger an explosion, freezing anything in the area, including him. We don't have freeze arrows, so yeah, that's not a thing. And destroying his lightning gun disables his shock attack, which is useful. Unfortunately, so if we had freeze arrows, this would be a lot easier. However, we can still freeze him with our trusty freeze bombs. It takes quite a few. It takes quite a few freeze bombs in order to accomplish that. And we have to wait for him to land and get close to us before we can do that. But once we do freeze him, we can just unload arrows into him like you wouldn't believe. And he'll go down eventually. So expect some deaths here. We'll absolutely die at least once or twice. Because it's a goddamn Stormbird. And it's a ridiculous thing to have to fight. But we did just destroy his lightning thing. We're gonna get his... So now he doesn't have really anything in the way of ranged attack, so he should... Okay, well he does have that as a ranged attack. But he should land here before too long. In the meantime, we're just going to shoot at his engines. Oh, that hurt. Okay, now he's going to dive bomb us, I think. I don't know, he's right above us. Yep, here he is. Oh, we need to get some distance, because he will kill us if we don't. Now we can unload some freeze bombs into him. And, yeah, you can see it's taking quite a bit, but it is working. Missed. He's got a wicked tail attack that really hurts. One more freeze bomb should do... Oh god, it hurts. Okay, he's frozen. So now we can just unload arrows into him. And he's taking so much damage, even when he's in the air. we're messing up his attack pattern. He can't really do anything. Taking off armor pieces. And we're really fucking him up. Okay, now we can run in and critical hit him. Maybe. Okay, not really. So we're just gonna make a bunch of freeze bombs and see if we can get him frozen again before he gets back up too much. He's already halfway frozen. Okay, now he's coming at us. Now we're using a lot of resources here. God. Okay, and we're gonna pop a health boost and then get our full health potions ready. Alright, we spent too much time on that, so we lost all the freeze progress that we were making. Oh god, full health, okay. The only reason we survived that was the health boost potion. So we're gonna pop another one of those. We got quite a few. I didn't mean to use another one. He's really kind of being a prick right now. As far as dodging my frost bombs. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Alright, one more should do it. Alright, it's frozen again. And we're back to just fucking him up. Ooh. And he's dead. Yeah. So we got some decent stuff off of him. One disappointing thing is the last time I killed him, when PS4 lost the recording, I actually got a really good stealth weave off of him. I believe it was 13% stealth weave. And I don't know what the perfect stealth weave is. It might only be 15%. I don't really know, but it was purple. It was good. We're just disabling these lures.
Done. No more lures. Now about this workshop.
Whoop. We got some notes here.
So Derval is behind these lures. Brilliant. And dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
We got a tattered letter, and this is quest related. Dearest cogs and puppets, you miserable bungs have failed to find me, again. Your attempts to capture me would make me laugh if I weren't so busy running circles around you in your so-called intelligence gathering. Just give up. Or, better yet, kill yourselves and save me the effort, you worthless slags. Never yours, Derval. What an asshole. Alright, we're going to take the short way down. I am sorry, too. I can tell, even in my own voice, I can tell how annoyed I sound. But we didn't die, at least. So that didn't take a crazy amount of time. And we did get that Watcher Heart, so once we get up to 4,000 shards, we can pick up our better stealth armor. And we're at 2,000 now, so we've still got a ways to go. But we did use all of our berries in that, and most of our potions for that matter. So, we're going to be conscious of that and pick up berries as much as we can as we're moving about the open world again. And I think, yeah, I even lost the turkey skin that I found. Which is fine, that's not a big deal. yeah, I mean, we'll see hundreds of more turkeys, you know, before too long. So one of them will have skin. Alright, now we're gonna come in and turn this quest in to this guy. The mayor, or whatever. We never looted the supply crate. We'll take it.
You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll hear of it.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good. My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Again. That was an extraordinary rewards box. And we got some stuff out of it. Nothing amazing, but hey. And there's a merchant here. So we're just gonna swing in. And get rid of the Stormbird lens. Yeah, I guess there wasn't really much reason to stop at this guy. Other than I was really, you know, hoping that we'd be able to get some more stuff. So, we're gonna save. We're gonna save and then head back down towards Meridian. Now that corrupted zone is ridiculous and we're absolutely not gonna do it. And we want to take a relatively safe path back, so yeah, this will work. We'll just head up towards this campfire and then just head straight down. That'll be good. Head west and then just straight south into town. That was a goose. We don't really need goose stuff, at least not for the time being. So we're just going to follow the road, and there's a couple of machine sites along the way. But, I'm not overly concerned about them. I need berries pretty bad. Worst case, you know, we'll get into a fight. We can handle that. We're Aloy. I got a bow, I got a spear, I got a tripcaster, and some freeze bombs. I mean, we just took out a damn Stormbird. And lived. Some snap maws down there. So, this corrupted zone that's to the south of us here, you can actually cheese it. Pretty much by just staying on this side of the river and the two corrupted rock breakers. See if we can get close enough to scan them. Because they're actually above ground right now. Oh, I see something. A couple of snap maws. I'm not too worried about that. Oh yeah, come on over this way so I can scan you. But anyways, I could start shooting them and kill them from here, and there really wouldn't be much they could do about it. It's pretty cheap, but if your goal is to just kill the damn things and move on, it'll work. I could say that much. It does have some ranged attacks that it can hit you with, but they're relatively easy to dodge. They're not, you know, they'll kill you for sure if you let them hit you, but for the most part you can just you know, roll around and not have to, hey, quit it. Not have to worry about it too much. Alright, there's a turkey skin. I hate to do it because it's shards that I need for, others, you know, for the stealth armor, but hey. Okay, where are we at? Oh, okay. Yeah. And we can just head down. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh no, because there's a bunch of stuff there. We'll just head straight for this one for now. So, once we get back to Meridian, we're going to see what's going on with Erend and the planned attack on Meridian and all that stuff. So, this is another hunting ground right over here. And we actually can't do this hunting ground yet. We don't have the abilities and things like that. And it's not even just like, oh, I can't do it because it's too hard or whatever. I literally, it won't even let me try because I just don't have. And I don't want to ruin, I don't want to spoil things. You know, in the off chance that you actually read the description in the YouTube video. This is intended to be spoiler free, and I also recognize that I'm probably not being 100% successful in that. I am trying, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of what I've done and not done in this specific playthrough, having already played through this game several times between my original blind playthrough when the game first came out, and then another playthrough after that, like more or less immediately after that. I was basically like a little kid, you know, that's watching the same movie 6 times a day or whatever, but with a 40-hour video game. Yeah, we got close enough to where it gave us the quest, but that hunting trial involves 2 Ravagers and a Thunderjaw. I'm not too sure where it is specifically in relation to us right now, but it's a whole thing. And then, yeah, a couple months later, New Game Plus came out, so I played through the game again on Ultra Hard New Game Plus. And then the Frozen Wilds came out, so I played through the game on not Ultra Hard, but just very hard, but included the Frozen Wilds DLC in it. And then I did a New Game Plus on Ultra Hard again with all of the DLC included as well. So yeah, and it's been a while. The last time I really played through it was when the Frozen Wilds came out, which is the end of 2017. It's currently in the beginning of 2021. So it has been a while. That's why my memory's kind of finicky on a lot of things. It's not specifically because I'm dumb. I am dumb, as evidenced by the time that I forgot to talk to that guy and wasted half of a part backtracking just to do that. And, you know, the fact that I'm re-recording this episode because I fucking hit the share button once instead of twice. Which, granted, you know, I did some Googling trying to salvage the footage somehow. And one person said, I didn't make any posts myself, but one person on Reddit said something to the effect of, you know, because someone else had a similar problem and just said, well, you just don't know how it works. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. That's, you just don't know how it works. And yeah, granted, I don't know what my cat's getting into. I'll figure it out later. Granted, the person's not wrong. The person's also an asshole, A, and B, like, it's ridiculous to me that you can lose an hour's worth of footage because you pushed a button once instead of twice. Like, how is that a thing? Like, how can, I don't know. I'm gonna stop before I get too heated about it. Now, I came across this last time as well. So there's a couple of Lancehorns, and some other type of machine as well, I'm pretty sure. But I think there's a couple of long legs, or there was last time. Anyways, I don't see them now. Last time I was here, I was like, oh, I'm gonna override one of them, and it's gonna fuck them all up with me, and it's gonna be great. And then some Karja dudes showed up and fucked it all up. So maybe we'll kind of redeem ourselves a little bit here. Okay, well, I guess they're just running away. Hey, don't do that. I think we should name our new Lancehorn buddy. I'm not good at naming machines, to be honest with you. Look. Oh boy, I think... Oh. So we got the animation of me taking damage, but my health didn't move. Ah, that time it did. So, but these Lancehorns also can call in reinforcements, which is what all of these enemies are. But that's okay. Ow. Are we using? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna come over here and stab him real quick. Took some damage from that Watcher. Just keep shooting missiles at us. Now we're out of weak points on him. Alrighty. Everything's dead. Or it ran away. One of the two.
Calm, calm.
And we actually do need scrapper hearts. I don't remember specifically for what, but we do need them. For something, so at least we have that. Oh, okay. A lot of the Lancehorns ran off in that direction. That scrapper saw me. I'm wearing my stealth armor too. It's ridiculous. Now, we do have the skill that allows us to re-obtain, pick back up our tripwire and stuff. Oh my god. Should we lose it? Or should we not need it? Should we place it and not need it? So I'm going to be a little bit more liberal in placing those down going forward. Oh yeah, come on buddy. Come get some. Oh come on, you almost made it. There it goes. Ow. Okay. We only removed the component. We didn't actually kill him. Okay. There's another washer over on the other side. Ow. There's so much shit attacking me here. Jesus, get away from me, you turd.
I can get out of this.
Turd Baron. Huh. Alrighty. I'm gonna pick up all this crap. We laid down some wires that we didn't need, which again is totally fine. Now we can pick them back up. I don't have any issues with that whatsoever now. But we did just kill a bunch of stuff that we honestly really didn't need to. Like, we're not farming for anything in particular here. It was just like, this looks like it might be a fun fight. I mean, that's really all it was. There's still a couple more lanthorns over there, but I'm not gonna worry too much about them. What I am going to do is head up into this town, save at this campfire. Again, we're not going to grab that quest right now. I know it's there. We just don't need it right now. We can't do it right now. And this one is a case of I don't have the equipment. Like, I could try it. The game will let me try it, but I'm just going to fail miserably, and you don't need to watch that for... You know, you don't need 20 minutes of me dying. I think we had enough of that a couple episodes ago. It was episode 20 or 21 where it was over half an hour of me just failing at the same corrupted zone for, yeah. It was genuinely kind of miserable. I'm trying to avoid that happening. But we're gonna head into Meridian. We're gonna talk to Aaron. We're gonna find Aaron and see what they've decided to do about this whole Dervahl thing, and we'll probably call it before we actually get started on working on all that stuff. So this will be a little bit of a shorter episode, but we won't really have time to finish everything before. Yeah. I feel like I don't need 7 luminous braidings, but I'm afraid to sell any of them right now. And then the rest of this stuff... Well, okay, so we can craft... Okay, we don't need the spear damage. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We'll keep the handling. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We'll keep that resist fire because it's the only one we have. Resist shocks, we don't need. Resist corruption, we don't need. Yeah. And so, okay. So for the Shadow Blast Sling, which we will need to buy at some point. Oh, because it's part of 100% game completion. It's 7,000 shards and 2 Lancehorn hearts. But now we have the 2 Lancehorn hearts, so that's not too bad. It's not great either, because we still need 5,000 more shards, which is ridiculous. The Rattler... Oh, yeah, I forgot. So the Rattler requires boar, rabbit, and fox skins. The Shadow Rattler in particular. Now, that's a weapon that I don't really use much. It's basically like a shotgun, but it can do freeze or shock as well. But maybe we'll find a use for it. I don't know. And then the Shadow Warbow, that shoots freeze arrows, so that's the bow that we need in order to set off freeze explosions on freeze canisters on certain machines, including the Stormbird that we fought a little while ago. The Sharp Shot, so that has Terrablast arrows. And I don't remember what the other two do, honestly, because Terrablast is like why I get that. And basically what it does, it's pretty cool. Or wherever the arrow lands, there's this like explosion, and it'll rip off components and armor pieces and everything. It's pretty fucking cool. The Shadow Sling, we're using the basic version of the sling with the freeze bombs, and then the Shadow one has shock and fire bombs as well. It's probably going to be one of the last things that we buy, because it's just not that... I don't use the shock and fire stuff all that much. We already have the Hunter Bow, and then the Rope Caster. Doesn't get any new shit out of it, just extra modification slots. It doesn't get any additional types of ammo, which is kind of annoying, but it's fairly cheap. We only need another Snap Maw Heart to get it. As well as 2,500 shards, but 2,500 shards isn't too bad. And then all this other stuff, so like this is, it protects you from ranged attacks, this protects you from melee attacks, this is kind of like an all-around customizable kind of armor. Ice resist, shock resist, extra stealth, which is what we're gonna get next. Fire resist, and pretty fucking awesome. You can see Aloy's got some pretty good abs going on there. This is just extra customizable, and that's corruption resist. And yeah, some of these things are pretty damn expensive. And then special modification boxes, a very rare weapon or outfit modification. That'd be nice. If I had the shards, we'd do that for sure, but we don't have the shards. We only have 2,100. We're gonna need... I mean, we have to buy all the Shadow stuff that we just looked at. So if you want to do the math, you can. My rough estimate said it was going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of, you know, 50 to 70,000 shards or something like that. And I did a little bit of... I did 2 minutes worth of Googling to find out, you know, some ways that we can farm that, and I don't really have the capability of doing that currently, at least, you know, like, oh, if you use this and then you can farm, it's like, well, I don't have that, right? So, I don't know. We're gonna go talk to Avad, see what's going on, and then we'll end the part, and save it properly this time, so we don't lose our fucking 55 minutes worth of footage.
I've sent a messenger to the clan to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman, does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Erend didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
It's the king. I don't want him. Yeah. He's done a lot of good. We're gonna be nice to him.
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Yeah, we'll do that. But first we're gonna save. And I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow. The next video won't be uploaded for a day or two. So for you, well, it's probably already uploaded. I doubt you're watching this, day to day. Upload to upload. And yes, I am aware that I could technically trade in a couple of Banuk figures right now. I just don't.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come.
I'm waiting until I have all of them before I bother with it. Because again, the rewards aren't really anything particularly special.
Never let anyone say the card just slapped.
But we're almost up to our campfire, so we can save. I like this campfire. I think that's a good campfire. Anyways. Oh. Where's the spire? We talk about this thing so much, and we never really spent much time looking at it. Is it that? Over there? Yeah, there it is. There's some leaves and stuff in the way. So yeah, that's the spire. You can actually see this from the Norlands. Again, we tried, but it was raining, so it didn't really go well. But, yeah, it's just this big monolith, and no one really knows what it is or does or why it's there or anything. But it's pretty cool, I guess. We'll get a closer look at it later. You can get up there, and we definitely will in the future. Anyways, though, as always, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I apologize again for my frustration. But we did it again, and it went relatively smoothly. Can't really ask for anything more than that. So, thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.